Okay, let's jump right in. What happens when a top general tells a truth the president just does not want to hear? Well, things get explosive. We're talking about a massive clash between the White House and the intelligence community, and it all ends with one of the most powerful generals in the entire country getting fired.
But hey, before we dive into the secret reports and the political bombshells, you know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss what we're breaking down next. Let's get to it.
All right, first things first, the main event. Picture this. One day, a top general at the Defense Intelligence Agency, that's the DIA, has one of the most critical jobs in the nation. The very next day, he's out. Gone.
Yep, you heard that right. Air Force Lieutenant General Jeffrey Kruse, the head of the DIA, a veteran with 34 years of service, fired. Just like that. So the big question on everyone's mind is, why?
So what's the official line coming from the Pentagon? Well, let's just say it is a classic you gotta read between the lines kind of situation. The reason given by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth? It was a simple loss of confidence. That is it. No other details, no specifics, just poof. Confidence. Gone.
So on one hand, you have this super vague official reason. And on the other, it raises this huge question. What actually happened caused that loss of confidence? The answer, as it turns out, has everything to do with bombs.
And this, right here, is the real heart of the story. It all kicked off with a U.S. bombing campaign in Iran and two completely different stories about how well it actually went.
So on one side, you've got President Trump. He goes on the record boasting that the U.S. strikes resulted in, and I'm quoting here, complete and total obliteration of Iran's nuclear sites. I mean, those are big words. Sounds like a total victory, right?
But then you get the report from General Kruse's agency, the DIA, and their initial assessment? The damage was, not so total. In fact, their intelligence suggested it only set back Iran's nuclear program by a few months. That report leaked to the press, and let's just say, the president was reportedly fuming.
So here's the crucial question we have to ask. Was this general fired for being bad at his job? Or was he fired because his agency's honest intelligence report didn't line up with the White House's victory speech? This is where the story gets way bigger than just one guy.
Senator Mark Warner, who is the vice chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, he did not hold back at all. He said this firing shows a dangerous habit of treating intelligence not as a tool to keep us all safe, but as a test of personal loyalty to the president. And he spelled out the stakes crystal clear. Warner warned that when you start ignoring the experts and silencing intelligence you just don't like, you're not just hurting some feelings. You are actually making the country less safe and giving our adversaries a major advantage.
And look, according to the sources, this isn't just a one-time thing. It seems to be part of a bigger picture. General Kruse's firing came right after the head of the NSA, General Timothy Hogg, was removed, along with 5 aides from the National Security Council. You start to connect the dots, and a pattern really seems to be emerging.
Which brings us to the final and most critical question this whole mess raises. What is the real mission of America's intelligence agencies? Is it to give our leaders the unvarnished fact-based truth, no matter how ugly it is? Or is it to back up the story that the people in power want to tell?
So what do you think about all this? Was this firing necessary or was it a really dangerous move? I want to know what you think, so drop a comment below. And hey, if you learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.